Okay, welcome back to the Rock and Roll channel. Just waiting on Jaguar Paw or SirBibbyDukes. So I thought I'd just get it started. Well, he's on the way, he says. So yeah, so I just thought I'd talk about a couple things. I saw right before I went live, James Williams from Nebraska announced he's trans. There he is. There he is.
No, man.
A legend is made, and here we go. Let's do it right for him. Let's do it right.
What's going
Okay,
on,
he's here.
Jeremy? Long time, bro.
It's a long time. We've been talking about doing this forever.
Yeah,
It's
man.
so first off, let's welcome the legend himself, Sir Bibby Duke, aka Jaguar Paw,
Yes.
aka one of the best, not just Knoll people on Twitter, but just one of the best people on Twitter in general, man.
Thank you.
So
You all right with
before
me?
we get into the news and notes of Florida State and give me your opinion on everything, anything you want to talk about, let's just talk
Man.
about your Twitter game.
Hey, man. We just got James Williams, man.
We
So,
did get into that. Trust me, like 2 minutes before we went live, man.
yeah, man. I mean, that was big. I was driving home, so
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. I saw the news, man. I almost crashed a little bit. I was like, yeah.
that's a true fan right there.
I mean, we needed it, man, because
Oh.
the
Yeah, let's
poor.
get into James Williams, man. We'll talk about you later. I like how he's such a big Noel fan that he's like, man, let's talk about a commitment we got.
Yeah,
So,
man. I mean, six six.
what's your take on that? Get
6'6", what, 250?
Mhm.
All rangy.
Can play four positions.
Yeah, plays angry. I mean, he fit the 3-3-5, you know. I mean, coming over with pot roast.
Yeah,
Saying
and
so
Tony White
I
and
mean, we needed it because you know what I'm saying, he can teach. I'm pretty sure Peyton probably coming back. I'm not sure. I don't know.
ooh,
So I don't know. But I'm just saying I'm pretty sure he can teach the room scheme.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? He could be a leader in the locker room. I mean, I was watching the interview today. He looked real serious, man. He looked like he wasn't joking.
I like the kid, man.
Yeah, I mean,
He what was
looked
the
like
joke that he looks like the guys who like draws X's on quarterbacks' eyes in this
right,
the week
right.
of the game.
Exactly, man. I mean, he looks good, man. I mean, I know people gonna bring up his numbers from last year, but I didn't know. I mean, as long as you getting that pressure, man, sometimes that's better than stats, you know.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So
And that defense was nasty, so he was a big part of it.
right, right. So we needed that, man. I mean, so get him. I mean, we got D-Jack coming back. You know what I'm saying? Then you add, our defensive tackle commit,
Yeah,
win. You know what I'm saying? You got Lions, you got Sampson. So we got, I mean, Tony White, he has some things to play with, you know?
he does. He does. And with the way his scheme is, the way you said it, we have more depth than we did last year.
Yeah, yeah. And to be honest with you, I think this D line actually going to be a lot better than last year's. You know what I'm saying? So that I mean, that's
Well, because the person in charge is going to be a lot better.
I mean,
I mean,
I
I'm
like
not going to. I
Fuller.
think the D line played fine last year overall.
Right. I mean, I like
Oh,
Fuller. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he did some good things, man.
you're
I
a
don't
nice
think
guy.
he deserves to get
You're
fired, but I like a more attacking
oh yeah,
type defense. I don't like to sit back. You know what I'm saying? I need more blitzes. I mean, if offense dominating us for like 5, 6 plays in a row, come on, bring some blitzes, mix it up, skies.
right.
And that's what the 3-3-5 going to do. So
No, I agree. And Knighton said that today. We're going to attack, and we're
right,
going to use guys. And he goes with Daryl Jackson. We can line them up 3 different ways, maybe
right,
even 4. He goes, if we can be multiple there, we're going to keep you guessing.
right, right,
I
right.
mean, if you have talent like you have at Florida State, you should be attacking.
I mean, and
You would think.
then you think about it. I mean, I know we're probably going to get some more kids hitting the portal maybe after the spring. Who knows? I mean,
Yeah, and after the playoffs too.
right, right. No, I mean, who knows? But at the same time, I mean, this is a good start. We got Stephon, the linebacker. You know what I'm saying? We got DJ coming back. We got James White, and we still, I think I think we need to add about 10, 15 more players.
We're looking at 30 to 40,
Yeah, okay.
including high school, I guess so.
Right, right, right. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, they're saying we're not being aggressive in the portal right now, and that could be true, but you're also 2-10.
I mean, this
So
the
it's
only
gonna
thing.
slow down the
I mean,
process a little bit, like
it's nothing wrong. with people feeling that way because I don't like the fact that you set the date a week later. Like last week we got Jamari Butler. You want to visit. You set
Yeah.
it for Monday. That's a long time in the portal, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Then another team, another school come in to scoop them up
Right.
like that you did. I mean, I was kind of wishing they, be a little bit more aggressive. But at the same time, like I would tell the people in my chat, I say they know these players way better than we do. They know they flaws. They know they work
Yeah.
habits. You know
And
what I'm saying? So if they're not panicking, why should I?
that's true. And they probably knew about kids a month before we did who were going to jump in the portal. There's back channel talks. There's things. There's probably guys they might be waiting on now. We
Right.
only go by what we see on X and who's out there.
I mean, just think about it, man. Like even with the NFL team, I mean, we'll look at the draft and like, well, how come we didn't draft this guy? Well, those people have the homework and everything they know about these kids. They know everything. We don't
Yeah,
know it. You know,
that's
you
true.
know what
That's
I'm
true.
saying? We
And
don't
remember,
know it, so we
it's
don't
Mike.
know.
Mike right now can't walk in and say, I want this guy, I want that guy. He's got to work with Tony. He's got to work with Gus.
Right.
He's got to evaluate the current roster. He's got to evaluate, like Luke, he probably told him, maybe in 26 he can play for me.
Right. Yeah.
I don't, not tomorrow.
Right. No, I
So
agree.
there's probably a lot of that too. I mean, Tony White at his press conference said, they asked him about teaching the defense. He goes, man, I don't want to think about that for at least 2 or 3 weeks. We got a roster to build.
Right. And plus you have to think about it. Last year, last off season, right? We paid a lot of money for unproven talent,
Yes.
no production. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, why should we go out and I mean these kids asking for $1 million, man, more.
You got to pay kids just to
And
visit.
yeah, they average.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, we need depth, but listen, man, I'd rather be patient. I mean, what, 2 years ago we got Keon Coleman, what, in March, April?
Yeah. Yeah. After the spring.
We
It was
had
like
time.
May, June.
Yeah, we had time, man. I'm not.
He
I
wasn't
mean,
there long.
I mean, I'll be the first to say it, man. I'm on. I think I even tweeted about it. I said, man, I wanted Mike going after that 1-9 start.
I did too.
But however, when he came back and he fired Fuller, Atkins, Dugans, and then with these hires and how he closed on recruiting day, it's all the right moves so far.
Yeah, you got to give him his props now. I mean, time will tell, and I think there's no that can really go into the year saying, "Yeah, I feel good now."
Right.
But he's made big boy hires.
Yeah, I mean,
These
Gus,
aren't just guys off potential or guys like these are like I think it's like 3 head coaches on staff now.
and you think about it, last year, it was only Mike that could come up with a scheme,
Right.
with a game plan. Now you have Mike, you have Tim Harris, and you got
Yeah.
Gus. You got
And
3 guys that can come up with a game plan,
Yeah.
opposed to last year, it was just Mike.
Right. That's so
You see
true.
what I'm saying? So like,
And I heard him too.
right,
Because Herb knows Gus's system inside and out. So
exactly.
he knows he can tell Mike, he can tell Gus, obviously, we can't block this play. We can
Right.
block this play. So going
Yeah.
into the game, you have a better feel of what you can call.
Or you have
He
someone
had
like
Kenny
Gus,
Dillingham. Kenny could bounce ideas off him.
right?
Mike
Or
respects
like Gus, they can tell Mike, no, we're not going to run that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
He never had that before.
Yeah,
Even with Kenny.
never. You know what I'm saying? Maybe with Dillingham, maybe.
A little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a little.
He
But,
trusted him, but it wasn't like with Gus.
right. I mean, it's totally different now.
It's totally different. It's my,
That's
there's adults in the room.
Out of all
Was
the
it you that
quarterbacks-
tweeted that?
Yeah, you
We got
did.
adults in the room now. Yeah, that was a great tweet. But it's
Right.
true. And Tony's going to tell Mike, yeah, on defense, like, no. And you
Yeah,
know what?
I mean-
They tell him, like, for example, hey, we can't practice like this, or we need practice like this. It's done.
It's time.
When you're
Yeah.
in win now mode and you hire these big guns to come in,
I mean, you have to.
yeah,
I mean, that's why I felt like if we would have came back with Luke, I didn't want him to leave now.
Nobody did.
If Mike would have gave the keys to Luke, we win 3 games, man. 4. Maybe. I mean, that's why I mean, you didn't do enough to try to stop the staff from bringing in a quarterback.
No. And you
You know
didn't do
what I'm
enough to
saying?
demand such a raise. You're
Right.
getting a nice 6 figures to be developed this year.
Exactly.
I don't feel bad for you.
I really don't either.
I don't. If you don't feel it's the right system for you, that's cool. You didn't sign up to play for him. I get it. I don't like the stuff his dad said
Nah, me
in
either.
that article.
Nah, I mean,
He could have just said it's unfortunate. It's this.
yeah.
He had to do his best. Nobody would care. To
Listen,
say, "Oh, we went through all this trouble, so we don't go to the portal and spent all this money." Yeah, we spent all this money on you that we're not going to get a return on.
I mean, if you ask right for 7 figures, rumored, and according to 247, I mean they double down on it, triple down on it.
They were the first ones to say it.
I mean, they sticking with these sources. He asked for 7 figures.
Yeah, I believe it.
So you give Luke 7 figures. That pretty much guaranteeing him the job.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You cannot do that, man. You would mess up that locker room, bro.
I mean, I know he's popular on the team, but it's just I don't know. He wanted to raise. Chris Frazier on Sporadics, I can say this. He said that Luke asked for a raise, but over 2 years.
Right. See it.
So it would have been he's guaranteeing the next 2 years, and then he's done. But it wasn't worth playing that game. We got him burned before with these demands.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm not saying it's him. It's probably the dad, because it's all his dad talked about in the interview, or was money.
And if Mike going to get back 4.5 million, and I'm talking about in a year, but you have to.
Right, but did you see Mike's deal with that? Did you see Mike's deal with the 4.5 million?
I just seen the 4.5.
Okay, man. If he gets canned after this year, he gets it all back.
Yeah, he gets his money back.
If he gets canned in a couple of years, it's a little bit less. It's really set up nicely. I mean, he's got Jimmy Sexton handling that for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and he controls that fund.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell Mike want to be here.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying? He wants to be here. So I don't mind it. I mean, I just think that I'm still skeptical. Like you have to show. I mean, I'm 50, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I witnessed 14 straight top 5 finishes, everything. 3 Heisman. I mean, I see it all, man. So to see 2 and 10.
Yeah. and by the third or fourth loss, you were so numb to it. That's the thing. It didn't even bother me midway through the year, which is sad.
Every time I wore my gear, I got laughed at. Every time I went to the sports bar, people laughed at.
Yeah, well, you didn't come to our sports bar. We would have taken care of you.
Yeah,
but
I had to.
Which people don't know. We live right by each other, him and I.
Yeah.
For about 2-3 years, we've talked about we got to meet up one Saturday. We got to meet up, and we've never done it. So, right here, man, we got to make a pact to do it sometime. But no, you're a real one. I'm thrilled about the James Williams pickup. I mean, all signs were there. Those were his coaches. Only visit he took. Today, he said in that interview, I'm not going anywhere else. I want to decide in 24 to 48 hours.
But you know what? I was still nervous, man. You know why? Because
all it takes is an Ohio State to come in and say, we'll give you $3 million.
Right. I mean, they do a great job. They do a great job getting them on campus. They do a great job of, everything, right?
Yeah.
Just the closing.
Michael win you over there.
You know what I'm saying? We need to close. Just close, bro. I mean, don't play around with it. I mean, to me, I know we went 2 and 10, but you put that money up, they will come.
That's true. No, money talks, but everyone's offering money.
Yeah.
We were the first one to really hit the portal and push the NIL. And we
but I'm saying, but just say, okay, there's the difference maker.
Yeah.
Set the market.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure Tony said to Mike, I got to get this guy.
Look. I want this. I mean, that's one thing I can say, and I hate Miami, but I can respect that by Mario. He sets the market.
He does.
Yeah, I mean, when he really want a player, he go get that player.
Yeah. That's why I'm so glad we didn't get into the – I know we would have had a much better year, but if we got into that Cam Ward bidding war, we weren't going to get him. If we offered 2, they were going to offer 4. It was – you were never going to win there. And then you know what? A year or 2 later, people will know, well, Florida State offered this much. Florida State offered this much. This is what I expect now.
But think about it, though. Miami went out to Will Howard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we could have got it. I mean, listen, we just finished 13-1.
I know, but we didn't want to wait for him because remember, he declared for the NFL draft.
Yeah. I'm just.
So
I mean, he played. I mean, he played his card right.
he had all the chips.
Yeah. I
He had all
mean,
the chips. I go to the NFL, or I create a bidding war, or I just go to Miami, where
right.
I think he really wanted to go to Ohio State, from what I heard, and they didn't pick up the phone.
I don't know,
They
man.
didn't want to deal with that stuff.
I did hear that
Yeah.
Cam, Jordan Travis, they was cold.
Oh, really? Yeah. No, and he had a great visit.
So I mean,
He had a great visit. He was interested. There's no question about that. But
see,
he was
but I
upset.
mean, but this
It,
side
it
is
was it was a bidding war for him. It wasn't fit. It wasn't system. It
right.
was who, because if he did that, he would have gone to Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
It worked out for him.
Yeah, I just want to see my old line get good, be good. Yeah,
If we get that kid from Vanderbilt, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah. I mean,
and all the RPMs are in for him.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
maybe they're not letting him leave without it.
The guy.
But it's interesting. Have you noticed? I mean, you're a Twitter legend. All the people from Battle's End who were quiet all season, didn't do a tweet, didn't do a thing. All of a sudden, it popped up in the last week or so.
I mean, Ingram, man.
Ingram, the account, everything.
I mean, yeah.
All of a sudden, go Knowles. Yeah, committed to winning. Like,
yeah. I mean, they did a great job on closing day, man. I mean,
wow.
I mean that signing day, I was just like, well, we're probably gonna get one or two players. So, okay, cool.
Yeah, I was in Atlanta. I was vlogging, and I woke up like it's signing day. Yeah, and that used to be a holiday for me.
Yeah,
I used to take back in the day. I used to take work off for it. It was a special event. Now it's changed a little. Obviously. Now, I mean, with the early signing and the portal and all that, it's just not the same.
I mean, think about KJ Bolden, all those guys flipped on signing day.
Yeah, so, we've lost our top recruit the last 4 years. Yeah. Travis, KJ, this year Solomon.
I'm stressing over him. I'm not.
Solomon, I wasn't upset about because I said if it meant we had to move on from a certain coach, it was worth it.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
I wouldn't have kept him to get Solomon Thomas. Let's just say.
I mean, as good as Atkins was recruiting, the developing, man,
not there.
I mean, you got Lucas Simmons, man. He's just sitting there,
and he's a talent.
I mean, early. I mean, Ohio State wanted him. Texas wanted him. Texas A&M. I mean, what's up with the development?
I agree. Armella.
Yeah, Armella.
Yeah,
but you know
maybe
what?
He could have been rated a little higher out of high school.
I kind of knew.
Yeah, a lot of people who really watched, like you, South Florida people said, it's a weak year for offensive line here, and he was like the star of that group.
I mean, I didn't think.
But he never got help develop. I mean, in his defense, I think UCLA is a great fit for him.
Yeah, I
think you tweeted that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's good for him, man. I'm happy.
It's good for him.
I mean, he was a good teammate. He wasn't over there whining on the bench.
No.
I mean, he took the flag from Florida.
Yeah.
He's
legacy.
So I kind of respected that.
Yeah, he's a legacy kid, great kid. Like
right.
But you could tell Mike had exit interviews saying,
yeah.
But he got burned last year, like not being their buddy, or maybe a little bit, but just like, you want to stay out. We'll make it happen. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
And they let him down.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, you have to go out your way.
Yes.
You know so, Mike, you went back and got Hands. You went back and got Gus. You went back all your guys from Tulsa. So now
and I forgot about him was at Tulsa with them.
Right.
And Gus, he predicated that offense off Gus. I think Mike can sit in the room with Gus. I know Gus is the offensive coordinator calling the plays, but Mike's passing game is really good. He took Gus's offense and elevated, I think, passing wise.
Yeah.
You can add that.
I mean, you heard Sperry, right? I mean, he said it's going to be a mixture of Gus and Mike's system, so.
Which is good. He kind of fits it better than Trammell.
Right.
I don't know. I like Trammell. I think Trammell would have been fine. Gus would rather you run first than throw.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it depends. But you know what? My boy James Coleman, man, he put out a nice little stat, man. 2023. I mean, UCF, man, they outpassed us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, so that's kind of like people think it's just run. No, man. I mean, and
No,
think about it. And think about it. When we played Auburn in 2013, the game, they was killing us in the first half passing it.
I agree. No, the run sets up the pass. I
So,
like Tim Harris Jr.'s answer to that question today.
right.
They said, "How do you recruit receivers in a run-first offense?" He's like, "You think receivers don't want to come to an offense that runs the ball well to set up the pass for them and creates one-on-ones?"
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's not like we're like the wishbone now.
hey, no, we're not Paul Johnson, man. We're
I'm not
not.
Paul George. I know people are like, "Oh, Gus doesn't throw." He throws. Think Cam Newton didn't throw?
Think about it.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
then,
come on.
yeah, we get Deuce.
That'd be great. Get. You saw his dad's comment about that last night, right?
Yeah.
He
Yeah. I mean,
wants it, but he's not going to push him.
yeah. And I'm saying, I think he's coming. I mean, it's
It's
Arizona
hard with
State.
Arizona
If we
State
wrap
because it's
up, man,
backyard.
I think we got him, bro. I think we got him. I mean, we got, crystal balls for him. So,
Oh, we
can't.
do?
Yeah.
I didn't see that
Uh,
part because I figured,
so,
man, has he
yeah.
done his Arizona State visit yet?
Say that again.
Has he done his Arizona State visit yet?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
good. Get that
Yeah.
out of the way. The hometown school.
And then he's going to be here for 2 days. So,
Yes, with his dad.
yeah, with his dad. So, man,
So they're going to sit in the meeting room with Gus and go over like film, which Dominic is a junkie for.
everything, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, going into next year.
I
I
mean,
know
yeah. I
everybody kind of,
mean,
I'm skeptical also. I mean, but just the fact that we made some good hires,
yeah.
good changes, and like, I kind of like that. I mean, so there's nobody done like, this is my guy, this is my guy. Everybody gonna, it's gonna be even.
Oh, absolutely. Spring is going to be interesting because I'm curious to see if they practice differently.
Yeah.
Because when Tony White said you can't talk about being physical, you have to do it during the week, and I about did a backflip. I was so happy.
But yeah, I did hear about. I mean, I was listening to who that was, the guy from watching Ira, and he
Yeah,
was talking about we were watching the practice, man. He said they didn't hit,
they don't.
and it showed up in the games.
Yeah, and Ira, great guy. I've known him forever. He hates being heavily critical. He's the glass half full guy.
Yeah,
in a good way.
but this year he will land it rip, man.
At one point, but he defended Mike the whole time.
Yeah, no. I mean, he was
in
not,
ways I wouldn't.
like that, but he was
Yeah.
he was pretty much saying like we don't have playmakers at receiver, we don't, you know what I'm saying, we didn't have playmakers at running back, but I
Which we
think
thought we had.
that's
the thing is, like, it's one thing if you win in the year knowing you were going to be horrible,
right,
and then you see it, you're like, well, I had a vision, maybe not this bad, but like we thought.
See, that's what happened.
Title contenders at least.
Yeah,
stealing 10 wins, like.
I mean, when you send up, you trusting your
William Green. We'll see about that, man. Time will tell.
Right.
We'll see. I mean, a lot of people were shocked we got Tony White. I can say that.
I was, man.
But Elliott, who's tied in, said, Malzahn, good hire. I'm cool. He said, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Because, for Bud, that means that's pretty good. Because he said, I think Marion or Gus is pretty much the same thing.
Right.
Same system, same.
Yeah.
Gus, Marion's younger. And
I mean, I told my boys, man, I said, like, just think about it. You have Bill Walsh, you got Holmgren, you have Mariucci, you have, I mean, then you get mad because we hired Bill Walsh. So that's what Gus is, man. He taught Marion, he taught Mike Novell, he taught Ashley, he taught all of them. I mean,
people forget like that.
The head, bro.
And he created that offense in high school
exactly
to make it simple for those kids to learn.
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't take that long to install his system.
Right.
I'm sure a lot of the terminology is going to be similar to Mike's.
Not only that, I mean, look at Lashley. They passed the ball, bro.
Oh my God,
that's his.
Lashley elevated it though.
Yeah,
he's created stuff in his.
head. I mean, you can add.
He learned under him at Tulsa, right?
Say that again.
He learned under Tulsa. I think he was there too.
No. Lashley was with
Auburn.
Auburn.
Yeah.
And so he was good, bro. I mean, I was glad when he left Miami.
Oh, dude, me too.
Get him out of here.
Because he gave us fits.
Go.
One time we played him, thank God. Now we saw it this year at SMU. And
Right,
he's
man.
smart. Let me hang around here. There weren't any major jobs open. I'm
Right.
gonna get paid nicely at SMU. I'm in the ACC.
And then next thing you know, they join the ACC, bro. I said, God, we still got to deal with him, man.
I know, and their boosters and like NIL are committed.
Yeah, yeah.
They have oil money there. Like they're committed.
I mean, that's what
They're
it
not. They
takes,
didn't get paid this year.
right? Who? The
SMU from the conference. They're not getting a payout this year.
wow.
They were just happy to be there.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
happy to be there, but they wanted in, and they said, "All right." But their boosters in one day raised the money that they would have got there.
yeah. I mean, I felt bad for him. I mean, they battled back against Clemson to lose like that at the end, man. You know,
That was a great finish.
yeah, it was,
It
man.
was a great game.
I was kind of rooting for SMU though.
I was too,
You know, so I root
and I
for them.
wasn't in the beginning of the game because I just wanted to make sure Miami wouldn't make the playoffs. I would root for whoever it took.
Listen, man. That's all I work around is Kane fans, man.
Oh, you have it worse than me. I used to have it worse.
My daughter, her godmother, is Duke Johnson mom.
Oh my god.
So I got to hear from her. I got to hear from work. You know, I mean, all day. And when they make,
I remember that video like beginning of the year. I think it was Georgia Tech game.
yeah,
You got just heckled at the bar.
oh man,
Yeah, but you also have a big name
man,
in
that's
that.
my boy Joe, man. That's called Bob G's, man.
Yeah,
Um,
that's awesome.
Tamarack, yeah, Tamarack, man.
Yep.
Man, it's a great bar, man. But I always go up there, and guess what? He went to FSU, but he loved Miami. So it's like I said, you're an
I
idiot.
don't know how you can escape that. Like, seriously.
I mean, he was in the same class with Corey Simon, who I went to school with.
I know Corey.
Yeah.
I was there when I was there.
I went to school with David Crockett,
Mhm.
Zach Crockett. I went to school with
Daily.
Tyrant Marion. He was at FSU. DN. Yeah.
I was there in the Snoop Menace, Peter Warwick, Winky. I mean, all those guys. Still talk to those guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was up in Tallahassee when Bobby Sewell was up there.
My God.
He was man, bro.
Yeah. That's back when Pat Kennedy was doing some things to get some players.
He was. When I say he was the man, he was the man.
He was the man.
Yeah, man.
Still a great player.
Yeah, still is.
He's a businessman now, but still, like I've seen videos of him playing now. He's still got it.
You still got it.
Oh yeah. He doesn't. He hasn't aged.
And you know Danny Cannell. He's right there.
He's right here.
Yeah,
he's up in the Boca area.
Yeah.
Right.
Every time I picked up the newspaper back then, because we graduated the same year.
Okay.
All you saw was Danny Cannell. Baseball, track, football. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and Dad was training for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he was tough.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he really made it in baseball too, man. He really could have made it.
Yeah, he played at Westminster Academy.
Yeah, he was that good.
Something you and I, we know these South Florida guys. Like, that's why Mike is putting up price tags on South Florida.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't let Mario just completely have it.
Yeah, see, the thing about Mario is doing, man, he hires little league coaches. All of them, they runners for him.
Yeah, which we just did.
I mean, he started from Pop Warner.
I know.
So when they coming up,
Rick tried to do that initially.
Yeah,
and it didn't work, or he left before it was
right.
Like the fruits, because I remember he was working the 7-on-7s and in the ways the previous coaches weren't doing. And I remember hearing, "Oh, these kids in 5 years are guaranteed to go." Oh, it never happened.
And then
Mario gets it because he knows how the game works here. But I remember I was there when, I think it was Lauderdale, Mike did a booster event before last season, and he's talking about Pat Surtain.
Right.
He goes, he gave this whole 10-minute story about how Pat wanted to be part of these players' journey now, and what kind of man, and then at the end, finally goes, and he's got some good connections in South Florida.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why with Evan Cooper, with Pat Surtain,
say that,
I know I'm missing one other person. I feel bad, but
Evan Cooper, Tim Harris,
and Knighton.
Knighton
has connections out here.
Pat Surtain.
We should the new guy we got from Colorado has some connections.
Yeah, I mean,
I know he's a Tallahassee guy, but still.
Yeah, I mean,
you played the game.
As long as you get in the door.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, Tim
Oh,
Harris.
Tim Harris.
Yeah. I mean,
I
Tim
was Harris's
Harris.
kid.
He's going to get us in the door.
Yeah.
We just have to close.
Yeah, and I don't know if Mike has to change his ways. Mike is so cool that if you commit, hey, you want to go visit elsewhere, that's fine.
Yeah,
Because you saw what Sark said about the portal?
No, what you say?
He just said nicely, he goes, you go in the portal, that's your choice. You're not allowed to come back here. Now, they have 5-star after 5-star. Now they can do that. I don't hate that.
But you know what, man? Like,
I don't hate that.
As much as I like, what's the tight ends we got back yesterday?
Biscuit.
I want to let him come back, bro.
Yeah, that wasn't his fault that he left.
Why did he leave?
He was not told to leave, but he wanted to stay.
Oh, he wanted to stay?
He wanted to stay. That wasn't like him saying, screw you, I'm out of here.
Oh.
But it's like Bless Harris. Like, we made a mistake letting him go.
Atkins?
We made a mistake letting Biscuit go. So I don't mind.
I just think you have to get to the point.
If you left in a bad way, then I agree.
Okay, yeah. I didn't.
McClendon, from what I heard, Derek McClendon left in a bad way. He begged to come back. I hate to say his name like that.
I saw that he was complaining before he hopped in the portal, man.
Yes, all the time.
I mean, he was talking about these people think the transfer built FSU. He was already low-key.
He was, and he thought he was like a Heisman Trophy candidate.
And he wasn't. I mean,
I know, but that was his mind.
Yeah, I mean, he thought he was bigger than him.
Yeah, and then he didn't get the money that he thought he was going to get at Colorado.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then Lundy called back, and we said no.
Now, you see how Lundy left? I want to let him back.
I know. You're going to have to put your foot down.
I mean, but that's what happened. That's what happened when you recruit.
I don't mind if you put your name in for the draft and come back. I think that's different than the portal.
Yeah, but he left and with the Colorado.
He went to that campus.
But when you
I don't want to beg guys to come back.
But when you have Randy Shannon, how he was recruiting, you needed him.
Oh yeah, we didn't have the ability to like be like Texas.
And Farmer.
Texas on to the next 5-star.
Yeah, it's like, man, we have to get better.
Yeah, but Sark is putting his foot down, so he knows his players are going to really have to think about it.
Yeah.
I don't like this wishy-washy stuff. It was like with KJ Bolden. He should have put his foot down and said, are you coming or not? Travis Hunter, are you coming or not?
I know Jimbo used to do that all the time, man. I mean, you know where you're going, bro. Talk about I don't know. You know where you're going.
It's not wasting his time.
That was it, man. I mean, you saw what happened with Marvin Wilson. Are you coming to what?
Yeah. Jimbo's thing was if a kid called him and said, I'm going to decommit, he'd say, that's cool. Do you still want me to recruit you, though? Let's not waste each other's time.
Right.
If you're 100% not coming, let me know.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I'm still interested. I'm decommitting. Please, let's keep in touch.
Well, KJ Bolden kind of sold it, though. I mean, he came and visited 2 days before signing day.
I know.
With his whole family.
I know. No,
with grandma, bro.
He did, and but you see, when I knew something was up the way he answered Michael Langston.
Yeah.
When he snapped at him, when they said, "Are you still coming?" Yeah. Why? What not? Yeah. When someone gets that ruffled, it's something's going on.
Yeah, and then as soon as he left, man, he tweeted out, "Y'all media people, but y'all killed me."
Yeah.
Remember that? And then that's
right. And we forget, man.
He came out in the black suit. I said, look at this.
I know.
I was sitting in the car with Travis Hunter through that hat. Oh, man, my heart dropped.
Yeah.
There's no. I mean, at the end of the day, he did make the right decision. He won the Heisman, right?
He won the Heisman, and he set a record for awards this year.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
We'll see we could say he made the right decision, but we'll see how his body is when he gets to the NFL.
I think he's a unicorn, bro.
I do too. Until I've never seen him really well. His body.
We never seen what he did this year. Yeah. I mean, I really didn't think he should have won it. I thought the running back should have run it.
I think if he was at a bigger name school, with those stats,
2,500 yard rush.
Who's Travis?
You get the ball.
Right. And I love his answer to that question when they said, "We're sure you had offers to go to, no offense, bigger name schools." He goes, "Yeah, but NIL is not going to replace the memories for a lifetime that I'll have here." And I was like, "That's awesome."
It's not.
That's why James Williams is like so grateful to Pot Roast.
Yeah, I
mean, I'm
mean,
sure he was happy there.
and you could tell he has a motor, bro.
Oh,
He has a motor. I mean, it's kind of like Fisk. He had that motor, bro.
right.
You
When
see him
Fisk finally saw the green light,
yeah,
because it took him a couple games.
right. I mean, but once he got used to the speed and everything, it was it. Man. Same thing with the NFL. You see, he dominating now, man. I mean, but we needed James Williams, man. I mean,
we did. I want a guy like who's going to teach the system to the guys, not just the coaches.
Right.
You can't put, and then you're gonna have to match his intensity.
Yeah, and
he seemed excited to play with Daryl.
And you know what? I mean, last year, MJJ, I mean, he had no motor.
Yeah,
like none, man. I don't want to talk about the kid because
no, me neither.
His
got all the talent in the world, that kid.
But even you could sense his dad kind of pissed off at him a little bit.
I mean, it was a bad situation for everybody. Time will tell.
I don't even know
bad for that defense.
Why did he hit the porter?
Who knows? Tony White told him you're not a fit for us, or we're going to recruit this many guys.
Do you see how? I don't know. You see how athletic he is, man.
He's got every intangible you want.
I mean, he could play linebacker. He was playing linebacker at Georgia.
I know.
So he would have fit.
Oh no, especially for Tony's team where he wants you to play multiple.
I mean,
the Saints, we're going to stand him up. We're going to line him at the edge. We're going to.
Right.
He's not.
As soon as he hit the porter, his dad tweeted kind of like in disgust. He was like, "You can't."
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I'm friends with his dad.
He was just.
I don't bring that stuff up with him.
Yeah, I was just like, oh boy.
But with James, like, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too excited because he's going to have to get adjusted to the weather here.
Yeah, but it's hotter up there, bro.
not in the season.
Man. I'm talking about, like, I used to live in Pittsburgh, bro.
Okay.
It was hotter than down here, bro.
Tallahassee's a different animal, but that'll get you ready for the season.
Yeah, I mean.
But you know what? I hope with Josh Storms, too. I mean, nobody's safe with me right now. He's going to have to change. No one's talked about our players getting, like, pinky touched and getting hurt last year.
You're not hitting.
That's true. But Mike would not blame him.
I mean, Jimbo, Bobby, they was hitting, man.
Jimbo didn't hit. Jimbo would hit you.
Oh yeah. But
couldn't take to the ground.
Ramsey, yeah. Remember he told him about the Pratt. No, but he told him don't hit the quarterback, right?
Right. Well, and also remember Lamarcus Joyner with Willie Halstead?
Yeah.
Willie was never the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But the problem with that day was it was like on fan day, the one day the fans got to watch practice.
Mm-hmm.
And Joyner laid out Willie Halstead.
Yeah.
And he was never the same after that, Willie.
I mean, it's
because that was Jimbo's thing when he came to Florida State was we can hit, we don't have to take to the ground.
Yeah, he did say that.
He goes, we did that at LSU, and Mickey Andrews was like, what?
Yeah, Mickey
I played for Bear Bryant. Like,
yeah, right. He did say that.
But they made it work. So that's why you don't have to kill each other. Like Bama with Saban would kill each other in fall camp. Then season they would.
But you know,
Bobby, they hit.
Yeah, but
they hit all the time.
But you remember
when you get things really human. That's what he was just talking about.
I will say this though, when Mike, remember we had Purdy.
Of course.
Remember he allowed the quarterbacks to get hit and he threw out his shoulder. Remember?
He's never been the same.
Yeah, he never been the same.
I remember his excuse was like right before that, like the practice before. He's like, "Well, I want to get the young guys used to college hitting." I don't think he's done that since. Mike will make changes if he sees something's wrong. Like he's not above that, but sometimes he does get a little emotional with the way he thinks because he's an emotional guy. That's why I'm glad Gus is there.
Yeah,
Gus will be like that adult next to him. Will be like Mike. He's never had that at Florida State.
Yeah,
and those coaches, Corey Clark said it best, man. A lot of them owed their careers to Mike.
Yeah, they did. They do. I mean,
I
don't feel too bad for the guys he let go. I mean, he got on.
Still getting paid for 2 years, man.
Yeah, I mean, he got them raises, man. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
and they're gonna get paid.
I like Dugans, but at the same time,
Yeah, that's personal
he's
for
the
me.
upgrade. I mean, he was the OC at UCF. I
Yeah,
mean, you know what I'm
and
saying?
Gus has
So,
hired
like,
him 3 different times.
yeah, and
He
then
wouldn't
on
do that
top
if
of
he
that,
didn't like him.
and then on top of that, I mean, I know FIU offered him the OC job, the
Oh
wide
yeah,
receiver job. He turned it down.
yeah. No, he's been offered some big jobs. I know everybody wanted the guy from Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
Waffle House. I don't know what went on there.
Well, from what I heard
Yeah,
was
tell us.
next year New England's they was going to make him the wide receiver coach.
Oh, that's his old team.
Yeah, I know he did want his own, like, be able to run his own room. So
Gotcha.
now he's just a assistant, whatever. So I mean,
No,
I
I know,
I
but
would
I'd
I
rather a
would
guy who's
leave
familiar with Gus.
I would leave the NFL for college to go chase some kids, and then you teach them up, and they hit the portal.
Right, exactly. Like college football coaching wise, and I'm not talking money. I'm not talking you that is 10 times the work.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
10. I mean, kid, you bust your butt, you sign a kid, he's gone in a week.
Yeah,
I mean, it could happen.
just think about it, man.
You
Like,
got to re-recruit your current players every year. You
yeah,
don't.
man. It's like people be coming after your third stringers, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you can't even build up depth.
No, every year you're pretty much going to have a new team now.
I
A
mean,
couple
that's why I
guys
like
here.
Brock, man. Look at Brock.
Yeah.
At least he stayed.
I think he's a better fit for Gus's offense than Luke.
I think, you know what?
And I'm not trying to throw shade at Luke and saying that because he's gone.
And I kind of disagree from the standpoint.
That's fine.
I thought Luke could have been Alex Smith when he was at Utah, the Urban.
Yeah, I like that.
Remember that? And
Of course. Number one
Alex
pick.
used to take it 80 yards, 70 yards. Remember? I mean, Luke.
Yeah,
He's a runner.
and that was a spread offense.
I don't get why he said that doesn't fit him.
I think that was a cop out.
Really could have been Alex Smith.
But they couldn't say, yeah, we wanted more, and they wouldn't give it to us.
I mean, listen.
Like, listen, you were 2-10. You really don't have any business walking in for raises. You don't. If you were so good, we'd be better than 2-10.
From what I heard, Mike, Gus, they showed him the vision. He liked it. The next day, he came back and asked for that amount.
Mm-hmm.
Mike said no and told him to go sleep on it.
Yeah.
And the next day, he came back and asked for more.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. And then you know what? If you do it this year, you're going to have to redo it for next year. I don't care if they said over 2 years.
I mean, listen,
You can't play that game anymore.
You can't. I mean, I think in
I
July.
understand we did it with Daryl, and he's held us hostage too. Daryl never entered the portal.
Nah.
He teased it.
Yeah.
But he never officially did it. And I don't count the NFL draft one. That's
Right.
fine.
I wonder if Farmer gonna stay in the draft.
I think so. He had a better year.
Yeah, he did. I mean,
Daryl had a good year. Like, really, after Georgia Tech.
Yeah, he kind of got better, man. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, when you were so bad, you don't notice the positives like that.
Yeah, I mean, I
always Miami game he played well,
good enough last year to like win games, man. I mean, that has never played with the league.
And are you going to find a guy like Daryl Jackson in the portal? Probably not.
Not that
size-wise, ability. It's not out there.
Yeah, I remember he came at me on Twitter. Remember that? I told her I was like Smokey from Friday. I said, okay, I'll be quiet right now. I said, but I'll be talking again.
You and Big Noel.
Hey, man.
You guys should do a show, man.
I met Big Noel at the tailgate.
Have you?
Yeah.
To me, he's like a mythical person.
Man, Big Noel about 6'5" out there. Yeah, he's 6'5", man. He's about 6'4".
Is he like, when you talk to him, does he come across like that person you've seen on Twitter so much? No?
Listen,
I love his man. He is relentless.
He talks proper.
Really? No, because you and him are different, man. I'm gonna break it down.
He's from New Jersey.
Yeah. That's why he loves Sopranos.
Yeah. I mean,
if you ever watch this, man, come on sometime.
Because
you and Divvy are like two of my favorite follows. But see, you're different.
He
loves to.
Funny.
When someone says something stupid, you love to throw an article or a picture of something from 2 years ago to tell them how wrong they were. I love that. I love that. You're like you were fact checking before Elon did it on Twitter.
I mean, you have to, man. Listen,
I love it,
I mean,
especially with Miami fans
that's
who
what Hurricane
rewrite.
fans hate. I no, I mean,
Miami fans
troll them.
hate
I
facts.
troll them with facts though, and I just leave it alone.
Yeah,
And then they get all mad, and then I mute the tweet. I don't
no,
even know.
I love it.
I don't even know
I
what's going
love it because Miami fans will rewrite history.
on. Ah, man.
They're the. I mean, I'm saying it. I don't care on air. They are the worst at it. Like I've had Miami fans tell me, "Doesn't matter. We've never won the ACC. What's the point?" Like that's when you know they'll say it's all right. Home attendance, no big. Like they rewrite history.
Yeah, I mean,
And do a great job of just throwing it. Like our attendance was down this year. Yeah, we weren't good, but we're in a whole construction.
yeah. I mean, think about it. I mean,
And they're like, look at your attendance. Like
yeah. I mean, that was the best Miami team I've seen since '04, '05. I mean, Cam Ward
they were
was,
better than that.
yeah,
They're
Cam
definitely
Ward
better
was that good. I
because
mean,
he was better than
the last
put up
quarterback I
numbers like
seen,
with the all-time greats.
right? The last quarterback I seen that when you go up to the line of scrimmage, man, he already know what defense you in,
Yeah.
where the bench coming from was Jameis. You know what I'm saying? In 13. Because Jameis wasn't that good in 14. He was all right, but he wasn't like
I don't blame it all on Jameis.
but
He had those young receivers running
he
the
was,
wrong routes a lot of times with him.
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Jimbo said like 5 or 6 picks. It doesn't
Yeah,
show up in the stat sheet if the receiver ran the wrong route.
that's true.
Um,
But like with Cam and then you messed that team up.
and
You
we
don't
played a much tougher schedule
right.
that Cam had this year.
Right. And you don't even win the ACC with that
Yeah, if
quarterback.
you couldn't win this year, and I'm not saying you never will, because they are building a good roster there. This was your year. Florida State having the worst year in history. Clemson ain't going to stay like this forever.
Man, I just hope they don't get the guy from the quarterback from Washington State.
I was just about to ask you. Yeah, I'm hoping he goes to Oklahoma
But
State.
at the same time, man, you lose your whole starting wide receiver core.
And running back.
Running back. Yeah, running back.
I mean, yeah, you got Fletcher back, who was like a co-starter.
Yeah, your whole D line, except Baines. Listen.
Don't you lose Maui Agua or Maui the linebacker?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he was the heart and soul of that defense. Definitely the leader.
I mean, we saw the thing that was missing with
when
them.
He came out of the game, they were even worse.
Right. The thing that messed them up this year, they didn't have Cam Kitchens.
Mm-hmm. But they went in the year. Their beat writers said our corners are bad.
Yeah.
And then we saw them early, and we said maybe they aren't so bad. But something was up because those freshman DBs who played good in the beginning of the year really tailed off.
Yeah.
And I understand you can hit a wall as a freshman.
Yeah, listen. I enjoyed it, especially Georgia. Can you imagine it? Imagine if they would have won the national championship game.
No, and our worst year ever.
Or making the playoffs.
It'd have been bad.
We live here, man. We live here, man.
I know. That's why when people say to me, "You really hate the Canes more than the Gators," I'm like, "Live in South Florida." Yeah, so you don't. The Gator fans are different. You're going to hear from Gator fans no matter what their record is, 12 months a year. Cane fans, though, you hear only when they do okay. But they are awful.
They're awful, man.
They're awful.
They're the worst, man.
Because they only come around when they're good. Like at least Gator fans, they're there no matter what.
Yeah.
Cane fans, oh yeah.
Think about it, man. They were traveling to Syracuse, to Georgia. They were like, when the last time y'all been doing this?
I know. I went to Louisville, Cal. Like in ESPN was
Michael Irvin
propping them up.
Yeah, Michael Irvin. You all on the sideline.
ESPN did a
never did that before.
ESPN did a whole map on like how long they flew from Miami to the Cal game. Like, look at how far they traveled. I'm like, we went to freaking Ireland. Like,
yeah, but
I'm not asking for sympathy, but I'm like, yes, it has happened. A flight from Miami to San Francisco.
Yeah,
I don't feel bad for you. So Cal flew to Tallahassee. No one gave them look how far they've come.
Yeah. I mean, next year, man, they have a tough schedule, bro. They got to go at SMU, all that, man.
Miami next year?
Yeah.
Good.
North Carolina State, Louisville, and I mean they
We
have
have
a
a
tough.
tough one too.
You think so?
I mean, well, first of all, we have no idea what we're going to look like.
Listen, man, we went
Anything is tough for us, man.
8,
Got
9.
Bama week 1, man. Nothing else matters. Like,
Listen, for Miro gone.
he's not gone.
No, he's going to leave. He's going. He's going to.
Is he
He's not.
waiting? Or?
He's not coming back.
All right, we'll make a libations bet on that one.
I mean, that's a good bet, though. I mean, that's a friendly bet.
A friendly bet. I'll buy you a drink if you're right.
Yeah, of course. But
I think
we beating Bama, man. We beating Bama.
You heard it here, man. He's calling it. He's calling his shot, Babe Ruth.
We're going to beat them, man.
I think it's going to be tough.
I think
new system, new coaching staff.
But you know what?
Gus has done it 4 times.
Yeah, but we have the quarterback that's experienced, and he knows that that system right there. I mean,
yes, people forget that Thomas was with Gus at UCF, and I think Gus's system is not rocket science.
It's not.
It's designed to be simple.
I mean, listen.
He's going to let you do your thing out there.
I mean, year before.
That's how he was, Thomas, and I'm not trying to say he's the be all end all and leading us, but for what he's capable of, look what he did with Hapley. When Hapley let him use his legs and be a playmaker.
1,100 yards, man.
Yeah, almost 12, right? That's like Ward Dunn numbers.
Yeah, 1,100.
It's crazy if you think about it.
Think about it. I mean,
Corey now said today, he's like, that's Ward Dunn junior year numbers.
And now we have our freshman running back coming in. We got Cam. He should be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? If we get Deuce, man, I mean, we just need to add
some size,
a proven receiver to that core.
I mean, they're high on Javon Boggs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say pause on that one. I know Tim Harris was high on him today, and his numbers are, but he played 2A.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big jump.
But you know what? Same thing I said with the running back for Boise State, man. When everybody knows you're getting the ball, bro, you still.
That's true.
I don't think he's gonna beat our BJ.
Who?
BJ, our receiver, our freshman.
BJ Gibson?
I don't think he's gonna beat him. Yeah, Gibson. I don't think he's gonna beat him out. And then we have Elijah Moore. He should be ready now.
I hope he doesn't hit the portal.
I mean,
the kid's a freak.
He's not gonna hit it. So.
Yeah, I mean, Louis McCoy. There's some talent, especially in the secondary.
Right.
I think Tony White might have some pieces there.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't quite had a corner, at least.
Right.
Apparently, in that defense, though, the safeties are asked to do a lot.
That's why I think Hussey, he just might.
I love that tweet today.
I mean, he just
might be the coach that kind of revitalizes his career, man.
Because you have to understand, some players, man, they not good in space like that, just backing up all the time. I mean, okay, perfect example. When we had Jamie Robinson. Yeah. When we kept him in the box and blitzing and this and that, you saw the turnovers he had. You saw the sack he did against Miami. He threw the guy down, and I mean, he's a beast, man. I mean, you have to use Hussey like that. You can't just let him back there.
And Joseph.
Yeah, I mean Edwin. Yeah,
because he plays like that.
He plays.
Sometimes you see a guy that didn't do much for a couple of years. You don't know what the relationship was with the coach.
Right.
For all you know, he might just click with these coaches.
Exactly, man. And then
Cooper knows him.
We have Cooper. We have the safety coach.
Right. He's a South Florida guy. Played at Heritage.
American Heritage, yeah.
So I'm sure he's very familiar with his game. And he's a recruiting junkie.
Yeah.
Like, people don't realize Cooper's background, man. Like, when Matt Rule went to the Panthers, he took 2 people with him right away. Cooper was one of them.
Yeah, Cooper.
When he went to Nebraska, he took 2 people with him right away. He took a college coach to the NFL because he trusted his evaluation ability so well.
He's good.
That's impressive.
He's good. I mean, I think our DB room, I mean, as long as they're here, they're still going to get better. Then you add him with Surtain, and it's just going to be.
Yeah, Surtain's going to have a real safeties coach.
Yeah, a real safety.
I know you had Fuller before, but I'm sure I'll say the story of Fuller because I saw it on a YouTube video. Remember that kid we did not get? I think he went to Mississippi State, Ladarian Clandy.
Mm-hmm.
So he vlogged his visit and showed almost everything.
Yeah.
And one of the parts of it, I don't know if you ever saw the video.
I saw the first one. I didn't see the second.
Okay, he did a part where they were in a room and like they were going over the defense, like for example, because you know how they show you film and do all that. But he's in a room with a huge movie screen, and he's basically you get to stand there and as if you are in the defense there. It's so cool, that room. The GA was running the whole like breakdown of the defense. Fuller was on the side joking around with the dad. Now, I understand relationships and recruiting are just as important as the actual football stuff, but I don't want to see my DC goofing around on the side, joking around with the parent when he should be the one saying, "This is what you do here. This is the call here."
Yeah.
The GA did all of that.
Yeah, I mean,
and I remember seeing that. What are we doing here?
And then on top of that, I mean, he was just so predictable. Like everybody, I mean, with AZ, they were interviewing AZ, and he was like, "Everybody know we in man 80% of the time. They know what we're gonna do. You know, this
Right.
and that. Like, you know, that to me,
that just shows how good a year he had.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I was kind of hoping he came back. But I get it, but
he was 3 and done out of high school.
Yeah, he
was that kind of talent.
I mean, it's just unfortunate that I thought we could have got a little bit more with him, but he's good, bro.
I mean, he was a shutdown corner.
Yeah, he was good, man. He was good. He kind of reminded me of Ramsey, man.
A little bit. He's not the hitter Ramsey is.
No, but he's kind of like just.
But like when I met him and I shook his hand, I was like, whoa. And I met Jalen at Florida State. Like,
yeah.
I stood next to him like, that's a corner.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's 6'3", man. So we,
Yeah, and just solid. He'll test well.
Yeah, I kind of hope next year, man, that Lester, Kai Bates, and all those guys, they kind of step up.
Yeah. And I expect more to hit the portal.
Yeah.
Between now and then. I think there's going to be some guys that we see and go, darn it.
I mean,
but we don't know what's said in those meetings with Tony White and those guys.
Exactly, man. I mean, it is what it is, man.
Yeah. We get somebody in the portal, you got to expect to lose them.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like I told you when we first started, I think Pate coming back.
You know what? He's going to have to explain. Yeah, he's going to have to explain to Tony, though, what I can do for you if I come back.
I'm pretty sure.
Beyond playing, be a leader, everything. Because James Williams said, this is what I need to work on my last year is my leadership. I've learned a lot about football through these guys. I know how to play football. I need to be a leader, and they've worked with me on that.
I mean, Peyton can come back. He can play Jack. I mean, he can do. I mean, you saw
he has to fit in their system.
I mean,
he can still go in the portal.
Yeah,
I'm surprised we haven't heard anything yet.
I mean, yeah. Well, you have until the 28th.
Yes, and then the NFL draft's like mid-January.
Yeah, so I mean,
he's got time.
But at the same time, I don't think if he try to enter the draft, he won't get drafted. That was some bad film he put out there.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he was dogging it.
Yeah,
he was loafing around. I mean, he was dogging it, man. So
yeah. Like he has to sell us on why he should come back.
Right.
We don't sell you. Like Daryl Jackson, you sold. You had to sell to come back.
Yeah.
Not with Peyton. And that's it's tough because I really liked Patrick Peyton.
Right.
But I watched him loaf a lot this year.
I mean, from Miami. I mean, you could tell, man. The whole team, we didn't have no leaders, man.
No.
I mean, it wasn't DJU's fault, but he just be emotional. He just don't.
I mean, we didn't know our line would be this bad. We didn't know. DJ wasn't brought in to be the savior. He's brought in just to be the missing piece.
I mean, that hurt. I mean, this year hurt.
Oh, it's over. Moving on. But hey, man, before we go, I can't thank you enough for your time. I want to ask you some questions about your thought process when you're on X. Because what I love about your game, I said earlier, is you're great with the receipts. And someone says something stupid to you, and you'll have a screenshot of how wrong they are.
Hey, man, sometime when I do that,
you never get personal with people.
No, never.
You're not that guy, man. Like,
let me tell you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Please.
I mean, I love people.
Yeah.
I love people.
Yeah, all our interactions have been great, man.
I love. I always give them his props. So I'm never gonna attack you personally. I'm never gonna try to down you or anything like that. I love people, and a lot of times before I even tweet, I'm laughing.
Yeah, but you always start the day with like a positive.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
it's nothing personal.
No, you never have gotten personal,
Nothing personal. You know, I mean, so but at the
even when
same
you've gotten the
time,
back and forth.
yeah, but I go on there, man. I just go on there just to, man, listen, man, I work 70, 75 hours a week sometimes,
Yeah.
man. And so I'm just getting through the day, man, laughing and joking,
Uh-huh.
communicating. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing serious, man. I just love
No, but you're great at it, man. It's good to have you here, man.
it.
But, hey,
I
man,
like
thank
to
you for your
laugh
time.
at them, man. I mean, because, hey, I throw a little jab in there here and there, but other than
You
that,
never get personal.
nah, never.
Because I've seen some people who just, you can go here, but man, you go up here, it's just not worth it.
And listen,
Life's too
man,
short for that.
I mean, a lot of people, man, they don't, they get too personal.
Big Noel knows how to hit that line without crossing it.
Oh yeah, man, bit though is
He has got some talent. If Silk says one day,
he is
I
funny.
can't deal with him.
I mean,
I
he
can't.
show me some clips, man, from YouTube, wherever you get them, man. It be so timely, man.
He must have on his phone, man. If I ever meet him, I'm going to ask him a clip ready to go for any situation.
Right. Yeah.
He's got a gift and a talent.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
It was a time everybody thought he was white. You know.
No, everybody thought he was still think he's Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's Kendrick Perkins.
And then he said, yeah, when I get to the tailgate, whoever I swing on, y'all gonna know.
But like, I wake up one morning and I see him tweet about this is going to be me at Garnet and Gold this week, and he's got Michael Jackson walking through the store. I'll take this. I'll take this. Like, I don't know how I remember all this stuff, but like, I was like, I don't know. He's got it down to a science.
Yeah,
like, Miami fans try to come after him, and I've never seen one succeed.
He's totally different in person.
Most people, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's quiet. He's kind of quiet. You know what I'm saying?
He's got a gift, just like you.
He's cool, man. But he's tall, man. He up there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's 6'4", 6'5". So when I shook his hand, one time, because when we're in the same chat.
Okay.
And we got into it a little bit, right? And so when I saw him, and when I shook his hand, I said, "Hey, bro, I apologize. I'm sorry."
Dan Coleman said he met him, and he was like, "You're a real person. You're a real person." Because he's such a folklore.
His hand's like Jordan, like. Yeah, he's a big dude, bro.
Yeah, that's why I just retweet his stuff, because then I don't have to like get into it with anybody, and no one's gonna top that. It's a lot of your stuff too, but his is like,
yeah.
Man,
people gonna come at you. They gonna throw some jabs. Yeah. Those people, I just block them.
Yeah,
it don't bother me. But at the same time, when you log off, they don't even exist no more.
They don't exist. It's a different world.
It's a whole different way. I mean, we in the real world now, so
exactly. But hey, man, I want to thank you for your time.
Hey, man, anytime, Jeremy, man.
Thank you, sir.
Man, you need me, bro.
Oh, thank you so much. We got to meet up sometime. Make it happen, man.
Will do, bro. You be safe.
All right, thank you again, man. I appreciate your time. Thanks everyone for watching. The legend himself, SirBibbyDukes. Take care. Go Noles.
Go Noles.